Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another one of my videos. I've actually been lost for a whole year. As you can actually see that my last video is actually 11 months ago. That's actually very serious. But anyway, I think I should actually make a comeback because you can actually see that I was a bit consistent. And I don't see the reason as to why I should not continue posting. Of course, there is a lot of things that happen in life that make people not be consistent, including the fact that I've not yet reached the threshold because I only have 19 subscribers and I need 1,000. So ladies and gentlemen, make sure you subscribe. Remember, we are here to help you optimize your social media accounts through social media design and management. In other words, we offer the following services: graphic design, video editing, blogging, content writing, social media management, business profile setup, WordPress, web design, AI and copy, and all those things. But anyway, I think for today's lesson we could probably learn how to use AI, alright, because AI is now something that is absolutely trending. It is something that is actually part of today's world, and so we need to learn how to use AI. Now, I personally have used different versions of AI, but for today's lesson I think we can actually use Google Gemini. So I'm going to come here on my right upper window here and click this box that seems to have 9 dots. Alright, so I click on it and navigate to Gemini. Gemini is the AI version of Google. Alright, so, and I will need to hide the things that I was actually searching for. So I'm gonna press no, and I'm gonna close this window so that you guys don't see what I've actually been researching. Alright, so and it's actually quite simple. So I'm gonna ask Gemini here. So you can actually see here you have different tools that you can actually use to instruct the AI what to do. Alright, so if you want to create an image, you can actually click on this. Alright, and see it's gonna give you options of the kind of style that you want. So if I actually choose old cartoon and say here, create for me tips on growing on YouTube. Alright, so the quality of your prompt determines your output, so let's make it detailed. Create for me an infographic whose size is 4 by 5 based on tips on growing on YouTube. Let it be cohesive, organized, have white space, and be 4K. Alright, then you can add something like, if you want it to have your logo or something, you can actually add tools here. Right, you can add a file and probably add something. So I'm gonna say add the username at Kenyan Creative at the bottom in a minimalistic font. Alright, so I think you see the reason as to why I'm actually doing this is actually because I have knowledge about graphic design, and so that's why you'll actually see me using terms like this. All right, but just in case you don't have knowledge, you can actually ask AI what is the best way to prompt you. All right, so for example, let's say I can add here, refine this prompt. All right, so I'm gonna delete create image, and then I'm gonna press submit. All right, so it's gonna give me a better version. Okay, all right, so you can actually see it has actually refined the prompt. And what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to, alright, I don't know whether it has actually finished. Okay, so it has created an image. I think is because of the fact that we started with that, but you can actually see here that the image that is actually given has some errors. This place here has some errors, so you can actually correct that. But what I want you to see is that it has actually given you a defined or a detailed report, detailed prompt. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this prompt right here. So I'm going to come highlight all of it, copy and paste, and then go to new chat, and then I'm going to just create image, paste that, choose my style, for example soft portrait, and then I'm gonna click submit. Right, and so I want you to see the kind of prompt, the kind of image that will be created based on this prompt. Okay, the kind of image that will be created based on this prompt. So ladies and gentlemen, always remember that the quality, so you can actually see there's an improvement. You can actually see that it looks actually a bit better, but it is sad that there are a few errors here. So see here, collaborate with author, there's an error there, but anyway, the graphic looks a bit better. You can actually see there is some logical flow, and they have actually used more of black and white colors, and they have actually used graphics to illustrate what you are talking about. So I think that is good. Also added my name as a minimalistic at the bottom, as I actually instructed it, ladies and gentlemen, and of course I can actually download it and it will be saved on my PC, ladies and gentlemen. Gemini usually adds this logo somewhere here at the bottom, so if you post it directly on your socials, then there'll be a disclaimer that this is AI info. Now what I usually do is that I usually share this image to my graphic design tool, whether it's Canva or Photoshop. That way I can actually edit out some things, and eventually when I post it, it will not have the AI info disclaimer, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what's up. Alright, so I think today's lesson is all about how to create an image using Google Gemini. Probably next time we shall look at because you can actually see, if I create a new chat here, you can actually create music, you can help, you can actually learn, you can write anything, and you can boost your day. Alright, and you see here there are different tools here, so you can actually use. Okay, deep research I think is the same as help me learn, image, canvas, and such like things. Alright, so I think we will actually explore these things in the next video. Nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, remember to subscribe and support us so that we impact more people. That's it for today, ladies and gentlemen. See you in the next video.